From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will lead. The 20-yard line.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Touchdown 49ers. touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Now this game, of course, held at the fabled Estadio Azteca, home to the Mexican national soccer team. Home to 2 World Cup finals, including Diego Maradona and the Hand of God goal in 1986. Look it up, kids. This is the final of 5 international games for 2022, as well as the 5th time a regular season game has been held here. The Cards and Niners actually played in the first of those games back in 2005, a 31-14 Arizona victory in front of an announced crowd of over 103,000.
Ready, break.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now they send a man in motion right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. on fourth down, Fields.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
Ready up. Good blaster. Hey, check nigga.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Black Ultra.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Cardinals at 500, sitting at 5-5. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for a long.
Touchdown, Arizona. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at about the 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Second down and 7.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. A loss of 8 that time. It brings up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And he is going to have the Niners 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. You've told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Touchdown, Cardinals! A great effort there. 34 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Left side, Cook. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. They'll look to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And complete once again to Watson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way.
And, it'll be intercepted.
And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals.
Christian Watson
from 8 yards out.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have him.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Right. Plastic, 6. Trail green. Set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Field flat. Field blue. Blue is striker.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know it's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Arizona, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And now it's off to the airport for a date with customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Niners, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.